What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to house rebuilds on auto auction rebuilds. Today we have a big update to the house, and that is new carpet. Brand new carpet, new padding. I got this like Tempur-Pedic padding for the floor. Oh my god, when you step on it, it's like squish. It's so soft. But before I take you into the house to show you the carpet, I got to show you the yard, because the yard is like the thing I'm most proud of. Well, I was until today. Now we've got some progress on the yard here. We're going to throw a lot more of this away. I'm not going to talk to you for too long about it. We're going to throw a lot of this junk away here, get this in the garbage. We won't need all that to burn for kindling. We've got that pile cut down some because we're kind of leveling out this area over here. Burn pit is about finished. We finally finished knocking out all of this old burn pit that was over here that was full of garbage and trash. We dug it out as best we could and then put fresh dirt from the new burn pit that we dug out over here because this dirt was just, it's bad. So we got a lot done. The yard is looking 100,000 times better. I think we can finally call the dumpster company to come get that thing out of here. I believe we're done with it. I believe we're done with it. We'll eventually put some doors on this stuff, I think. Temporarily, this is probably going to have to go someday, and that's going to have to go someday. We're just not there yet. But I got some great news today. My neighbor came over, and he was checking out the place, and he's like, man, he said, if you ever need any help, he said, man, he actually had family that used to live here. I think he said his mother used to live here. She used to own the house, and it got foreclosed. But here's the shed that we're temporarily using. And I know it is leaning and it looks rough, but I mean, it works. You know what I mean? It keeps everything out of the weather, and the roof doesn't leak, so that's a big deal. We got the deer over here, cleaned her up, checked all the fluids. Yeah, checked all the fluids. I checked the oil. Oil's good. Come over here. We finally got all the crap out of here and got it mowed down. But my neighbor over here, right behind you in that center of your screen right there, he came over and he offered to do this roof back here. This is the only section of the house that does not have a metal roof. And we have the materials for it, but I'll be quite honest with you, I don't know the first thing about doing a metal roof. I know nothing about it. So we moved all of this, and this was a lot. And I wish I had the GoPro out because there was a couple snakes. One of them was a pretty good size, about 3 feet. A lizard, but somewhere, where is it? Right here, right there was a giant pile in the middle of the yard full of just all of this. So we went through it, we cleaned it up. Look, there's even a nest right there. It's like a wasp nest or something. But we took each individual piece of metal out, made sure there was no critters in it, and dried it all out. It was all full of water. We moved it over here. So he told me he'll come and do this while I'm not here. I don't need to be here for it. He's been keeping an eye on the place and everything. So cool deal. He is going to finish that metal roof, all of the cutting and installing and everything, for $600. And I already saw the roof on his house. He did the metal roof on his house, and it is gorgeous. So I'm not worried about that one bit. I'm going to let him do it for $600. I don't know what I'm doing. You can have it. And then I'll talk to him about doing some siding on this place later. He definitely, he seems to know what he's talking about, what he's doing. Next, I had another project for him. He's going to work on the roof first. Obviously, that's most important. But here's what you guys have been waiting for. Welcome home. Right? Right? Tell me you're not sitting there right now going, wow, you remember this house? You remember this house. You remember what this place looked like when we first bought it, don't you? Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. And look at it now. Look at this. All of this stuff comes with it. There's more siding. We got tons more of whatever this is. We've got a ton of these LED shop lights.
There's a lot of silver in this box.
Silver, huh?
Yeah.
Nice. Thankfully, all the carpet has already been pulled out. That's great. It's, I can't tell you I don't want to say it's emotional for me, but I mean, it is. It is. I've never gone this far with a house before. Never. And this place is so close. It's so close. I can taste it. You know, it's this close. Okay, it's really not this close. It is this close. In the big scheme of things, how far we've come, it is this close. But this close is still a very, very long way away. Go through the hall here, and I'll show you guys this back room. I'm just, I'm blown away. I'm truly blown away. I think it came out wonderful. And like I said, don't worry, we're going to do all new blinds. We are going to go put new baseboards through the whole house, new trim on the windows, all new light fixtures, light switches, electrical outlets, the covers. We're doing it all, man. The carpet in the closets. In fact, you know what? There is one thing I didn't check, and I'll check with you guys. I totally forgot. There's a closet back here that they are supposed to have done, and I didn't check it. Oh, they did it. They did it. Wow. Yeah, the walk-in closet in the in the bathroom. Man. Okay. These guys were on point. They were here, I would guess, about probably 7 hours. They did the whole house in 7 hours. And that included, this was actually Home Depot that came out. They had Home Depot shirts and everything. 7 hours. They heated it up and stretched it, laid it, tacked it, everything. Look at this. My office, soon to be my office. Well, I don't know. We got to talk about that later. Soon to be my office, but maybe not, because I don't know how that's working. As soon as we get this house done, I got to get figuring out how to put a shop up out here and how much that's going to cost, and hopefully I can finance that, because my God, I just paid off $14,500 in credit that I took out for all the materials and all of the work and everything on this house so far. And we still got a long way to go. It's very expensive, and I'm trying to just, I'm not trying to borrow too much money. I like to be able to pay things off almost every month. But there it is, man. You guys, comment below. Tell me what you think. This, I've already talked to the neighbor. He came over and he looked at this floor. He said what they did is there's linoleum underneath this. Apparently, when they put the new flooring, the new tiles in, they didn't want to rip up the old linoleum that's underneath this like 8-inch plywood or something. It's 1/8 inch or particle board. It's so thin. So they just put another layer over it. And I said, well, how much would you charge me to just throw another layer over this? And he said, no. He said, no. He said, you got to do it right. He said, to do this right, we got to rip up all of this, and then we got to rip up all of that, and then we can put a new floor over it. And I was like, man, that's not what I wanted to hear, but it is what it is. So now everything looks great except for that, and except for that. We actually need to put a bathroom in here at some point. But man, she's coming together. What do you guys think? Comment down below. So next, Charlie Buckman. I want to give a big shout out to you. A heartfelt shout out to you from your wife, Joanne. Boy, I hope it was your wife. Anyway, Joanne got in touch with me, said you've been having some health issues and you're going through a hard time with your health, and you love coming home and watching auto auction rebuilds. And that actually means a lot to me. If I remember correctly, she said you're going through dialysis. I don't personally know what that's like, but I do have an uncle who just got a port installed on his arm, and he's just starting dialysis himself, and it's been a very terrifying experience for him. And I know he's going through a very, very, very difficult time getting through this as well. So that message from Joanne really hit home for me, and she asked if I'd please give you a shout out. So absolutely, I really do appreciate you, Joanne and Charlie, for watching the channel. Thank you so much. I hope you get to feeling better soon. Now, with that said, we got a lot more to do. The yard work is almost finished, but the house is still a long way. We are going to go replace all the lights and the fans. We got to get vanities, new sinks. We got to pull the toilet Make sure we can get the toilets in where they're level and they sit flush. There's still a lot to do, but we're getting there. God, we're getting there. Now, on the flip side, we may not be moving down here as I had originally planned. That's the thing about life. It changes on a dime. You know, you think you're going one direction, you think you know what you're doing, and then something comes along and blindsides you. And yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do yet. My brother is considering coming down here and living here, but he hasn't really made a decision on that either. Got to give a big shout out to him, Tim from TJ's Auto. Y'all know who he is, for coming out here and doing a lot of the work out here and really helping out. I really do appreciate that as well. But he doesn't know if he wants to come live out here either. So right now we kind of just bought a house and we bought a house. I don't know. I was thinking, it'd be a great weekend spot. It really would. I wouldn't furnish it with expensive furniture, but we could put some cheap furniture in here, and this would be a great. What the hell is that? It would be a great place out of the city. You know what I mean? A great place to just get away, get out in the country, have some quiet time, have a few drinks out back, a bonfire. Hell, maybe some of you people that watch that maybe you're local, you can come out here and we can have some pizza and just have a good time sitting around. Well, you shouldn't drink and drive. You can get a tent and camp out on a lawn or something. We could have some fun out here. Anyway, I'm just shooting some ideas around, man. I don't really know. I know that by the time we're done with this house, I don't even know how much we're going to have into it. I know that right now, as it is, with carpet, tile, all of that stuff paid for, I think we're into this place about 50 grand. Well, honestly, that's not bad when you think about it. A lot of bigger cities, 50 grand is nothing. You could barely rent a place for $50,000. So I'm not complaining at all. And $27,000 of that is the house itself. So really, we're not doing too bad. We still got a ways to go. I expect by the time we're done with the house and building the shop, we're going to have around 100,000. So hey, if any of you are in the Oklahoma area, you know anything about these shops, I don't just need the shop put up. I also need the pad for it. And I don't know if that's something that generally comes with it when you build a shop, or if you got to pay somebody else to do it. I don't know anything about this. Brand new for me. And I am looking to most likely finance. I could probably put a pretty good bit down, and I don't know exactly what size I want either. I definitely need 2 bays. I gotta have 2 bays. So maybe maybe a 30 by 40. I know we should really go bigger because we're going to need more room as time goes on. But money is still an object for me. I'm not to that YouTube point yet where I can just spend whatever I want. I want to keep it realistic. Maybe 3 bays. 3 bays is going to be tops. So if you know anything about this, if you are somebody that does this, or you know somebody and you can help out with this, man, hit me up, please. autoauctionrebuilds@gmail.com. Let's talk about it. I'm more than happy to promote your company. If you can give me a small discount or something, help me out, man, because I'm struggling down here trying to get all this done, and I really need a shop. A shop is a huge deal for me. So comment below. Tell me what you think of the place, man. It's it feels good. It really does. I mean, I've remodeled places before, but I've never gone this far into it, man. And this is I know it's mostly cosmetics, but it feels good to take a place that was so dingy and dull and just like and turn it into a bright place. I could lay on the floor now. I wouldn't have laid on the floor ever before, but I could actually lay on the floor now, and it's like, wow, man. Wow. We got a house. It's a big deal to me anyway. So go ahead and comment below. Tell me what you guys think. I'm going to get out of here. I know it's a short video in comparison to some of my others. I hope you like the longer walkarounds that we've been able to do over at Copart. I'm hoping we can continue that because the new structure of their lot has allowed more cars to be available for the public to view, whereas before a lot of cars were off limits. You'd have to have them bring them out to the front and drop it so you can look at them. And when you're trying to look at 40 or so cars a week, you just can't have them going out there and pulling 10, 12 cars just for you to look at. You know what I mean? I can't. I won't. I wouldn't do that. So a lot of you asked about the Buick. The Buick was actually taken back. So if you were interested in what happened to the Buick Park Avenue Ultra, They actually took that car back. It was mislisted. It was a mistake. It slid through the system. It doesn't happen often, but it did happen, and they did take that car back. So a lot of you are wondering what's going on with the Buick. The Buick is gone back. Money was given back, all that stuff. No issues there, but only because I didn't take it off the property. If I had taken that car out of that drive, if it had gone out in that street, that's it, man. Once you take it out of the lot, it's yours 100%, regardless of what the issue is. So I'm going to bounce out of here. It's like almost 7 o'clock at night. It's an hour to get home. I want to probably clean up a few more things and then head to the house. It's been a long day, but I want to thank all of you for watching. I truly do appreciate you. If you are not currently subscribed, please consider subscribing to the channel. I'd greatly appreciate it. Follow me on Facebook, Auto Auction Rebuilds. Follow me on Instagram, Auto Auction Rebuilds. Like the video if you enjoyed the content, and the best thing you can do other than subscribing to the channel is sharing the video on social media. And with that, what is it? I bid you adieu. With that, I bid you adieu. I don't know. Take care, everybody. I'll catch y'all very soon in the next one.